Today on DC News Now, it's been a year since Hamas attacked Israel. How people around the DMV are honoring the fallen. Also, starting this week off mild with temps in the mid-70s, but will it last? Meteorologist Damon Matson has your full week's forecast.
He'll launch this time. Down the sideline.
I'm just out there playing football.
Also, Commanders pulling a big win against the Browns.
First and foremost, I'm a Washingtonian, and I've been a fan since day one. We've been hurt for so long.
We're following all the excitement of a strong start to the season. And T-minus 30 days until the presidential election, and the focus is on the economy. We're keeping up with the candidates. And don't swipe your card without hearing these details from Amazon and Target. We're stretching your dollar.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. Meteorologist Damon Matson joins us now with the latest check on the forecast. And Damon, the sun is shining. The Commanders are in first place in their division. Our Steelers didn't help them out by beating the Cowboys yesterday because we lost, but all in all, things are off to a good start.
We can gripe about our Steelers some other time, my friend. No, everything else is coming up great here on this Monday. Yeah, the weather is turning out to be fantastic to go along with some of the good things like that Commanders win from the weekend. Let's check it out, folks. We are seeing that sunshine because a cold front swept on through the region very late last night into early this morning. Western portions of the DMV out toward the mountains saw a few showers. The rest of us, all we really have been feeling from that front is a bit of wind. It's a little breezy now as some cooler air is rushing its way in from the north and west, bringing us a burst of chillier air. Classic October chill is going to be filling in here in due time, but we won't quite get there today. Temperatures are already up into the lower and middle 70s closer to the district, 60s to the west, and we will stay in those same readings for the rest of the day under a mostly sunny sky. So enjoy it, folks, even with a little bit of wind out there. It's going to be a pretty nice day. Now, a little bit farther away from home, there is this beast of a storm that everybody is talking about. This is Hurricane Milton that is sitting there in the Gulf of Mexico. It has rapidly turned into a Category 4, nearly a Category 5 hurricane just within the last 24 hours, and it's on a direct path toward Florida. So we'll talk more about that hurricane, what impacts, if any, we could see from it here in the DMV, and a full look at your forecast all coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. In Herndon, Virginia, police are looking for this man, Muhammad Abdallah, in connection to a shooting at the Worldgate Shopping Center. That shooting left a man injured with several gunshot wounds. Police say that he was in surgery facing life-threatening injuries. This is a developing story. We will continue to provide you with updates as we learn more. Prince George's County police are investigating an officer firing his weapon during a welfare check at an apartment in District Heights. Prince George's County police say just before 8:30 last night, they responded to a call for a woman feeling unsafe because of a disorderly man inside of the apartment. When police arrived, they learned that the man may have had a weapon. They got everyone out of the apartment, and something led to one of the police officers firing his weapon.
Confirmed is an officer did use his weapon. What's confirmed is the call was placed in by a citizen. What's also confirmed is a gun was located. This officer will be placed in an admin duty status till we conclude this investigation.
Police say that no one was injured, and investigators also say that the man is now in custody and they recovered a gun at the scene. Well, this afternoon, one person has been arrested following a house fire that left 2 people dead and 1 injured. This happened yesterday morning at 23rd and Savannah Streets in Southeast D.C., and firefighters say that 3 people were inside of the 2-story home. They say that 2 people died, and an 85-year-old woman who was trapped and rescued is listed in critical condition.
I was riding through, and I'm like, wow. You know, I saw the police in the alley, and I could smell the smoke. I pray that everybody had the strength to get through it, because it could have been any one of us. I mean, we all have to pray for one another that this right here bring us together.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Crews returned to the neighborhood today to hand out free smoke alarms. Well, today marks 1 year since Hamas's deadly attack on Israel on October 7th. The attack killed around 1,200 people. 250 others were taken hostage. Since then, Israeli forces have killed more than 41,000 Palestinians in Gaza. At the University of Maryland, the group of Students for Justice in Palestine is planning to hold a vigil today. And SGP says that it sees October 7th as the day that Israel started a genocide in Gaza, and the vigil will honor those lives lost. Well, this comes after the group's legal battle with UMD to hold the event. In September, UMD's president announced only university-sponsored events would be allowed on campus. SPJ sued, and a federal judge ruled that the pro-Palestinian group has free speech and the right to host the vigil. A Jewish student group, UMD Hillel, at odds with the decision, saying that we are deeply disappointed that SPJ will hold an event on the university's largest public convenience space. Now, this again, 1 year marking the largest attack on Jewish people since the Holocaust. UMD Hillel says that SPJ's vigil will not interfere with its own plans to honor the lives lost 1 year ago. That event will be held at the Maryland Hillel Center at 8 o'clock this evening. And today marks 1 year since the deadliest attack in Israel's history. The militant group Hamas killed 1,200 folks and took, again, 250 hostages in Israel. Israel's response has led to concerns of a wider war in the Middle East. National correspondent B'nai Simlat explains where things stand.
At 6:29 a.m., the exact time Hamas launched the deadly surprise attack on Israel, the families of the nearly 400 people killed at the Nova Music Festival gathered to mourn. And outside the home of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, families of hostages still in Gaza called for their release. A 2-minute siren marked the time of the attacks. In all, Hamas, the militant group in Gaza, killed 1,200 Israelis and took some 250 people hostage into Gaza on October 7th, 2023. Israel's response since has displaced most of the 2.3 million Palestinians living in Gaza, and the Palestinian Health Ministry says the war in Gaza has killed more than 41,000. It doesn't differentiate between civilians and fighters. Fighting is expanding from Gaza to Israel's north in Lebanon. Overnight, Israel launched a new round of airstrikes in Beirut, targeting the Iranian-backed militia group Hezbollah. At least 1,400 Lebanese, including civilians and fighters, have been killed in Israeli attacks.
They have to be very much more careful about dealing with civilian casualties.
President Joe Biden has called for Israel to stop the fighting, but said Friday,
The Israelis have every right to respond to the vicious attacks on them.
And that was B'nai Simlat reporting. In Virginia, Prince William County Police hosting an inaugural summit for women in law enforcement in Arlington. The summit conducting opening ceremony starting around this morning at 8 at the Hilton Arlington National Landing. Prince William County Police partnering with the National Association of Women Law Enforcement Executives for the summit. And the summit is set to end tomorrow afternoon at 5.
Yeah, look, it's not just fast all the time.
All right, the Washington Commanders extend their win streak to 4 games, beating the Cleveland Browns 34-13. It was also another historic night for the team's rookie quarterback, Jaden Daniels. Daniels had nearly as many incompletions as the previous 3 games combined, but overcame that with the longest touchdown pass of his career so far, 82 yards, also in rushing. And that was the most rushing yards in his first career 5 games by a quarterback. And Daniels also becomes the first player in NFL history with over 1,000 passing yards and 250 rushing yards in his first 5 games.
I'm just out there playing football, and I'm kind of just reacting to everything that they're doing. I was able to get outside the pocket a couple times, scramble a couple times, so that scramble drill to Terry, I think, kept my eyes downfield and just seeing Terry running. I was able just to give him a ball that he was able to catch.
All right, Washington right now 4-1 for the first time since 2008. They sit atop the NFC East, and next week the team is taking that short trip to Baltimore to take on reigning MVP Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Well, it's certainly an exciting time to be a Washington Commanders fan. Now, most of the hype and excitement surrounds quarterback Jayden Daniels. The rookie has certainly been sensational, and DC News Now's Tim Reed shows us why number 5 is number 1 with fans.
Here at the Commanders team store at the stadium, fans are really excited about the Jayden Daniels jerseys. They are flying off the shelves. There are 2 different versions. One costs $200 and the other is $150. Today I spoke to fans who are excited about this whole thing and are telling us it's important to support this team and this quarterback. To say that Commanders fans are excited would be an understatement. Jayden Daniels' new jerseys are selling like hotcakes, and fans say it's fun to see this quarterback and this team getting the love and support they deserve, especially with a team on a winning streak.
Woke up this morning, looked online, and I had noticed that these black jerseys just came out, I believe, yesterday. So I was like, I heard they were limited, so I just rushed over here real quick, try to get my hands on one.
The Commanders team store at Commander Stadium was packed all morning as dozens of fans went to buy the Daniels merchandise. The store started out with nearly 200 jerseys and sold more than 60 within a few hours.
Die-hard fan, season ticket holder, multiple years, multiple stints. Just to see the excitement that Jayden has brought to this team, this city, the entire organization is just phenomenal.
First and foremost, I'm a Washingtonian, and I've been a fan since day one. And we've been hurt for so long. We haven't had this excitement since RG3.
According to Sports Illustrated, Daniels had the NFL's highest selling jersey at the start of the month.
Well, I just like it the way they're playing this year. That's why I came to get it.
What do you think about Jayden Daniels?
I think he's great. The way he's running that ball and, throwing it passes and everything.